Welcome to Smart Remarks. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss, only whiter and more outraged. So we're coming up on the midterm elections. A lot of people think it's going to be a bloodbath. Pundits are saying the GOP is probably going to take the House and could take the Senate. If it happens, it'll be a victory for the forces of outrage. The Tea Party will be triumphed. But what then? Look, I'm not going to stand here and blow smoke and say Obama and the Democrats have been so wonderful. There have been some legitimate achievements, but on the signature issue of our time, the way Wall Street has mugged Main Street, Obama sort of patted the banks on the back and said, Now, you messed up, but we're not going to hold you accountable or anything, but we really need you to be more careful next time around. Please? So you can understand why people would want to change from all this, but the question is whether they're going to get actual change from the Tea Party-ized GOP, and the answer is, you got to be kidding me. Right? Look, when the Tea Party began, I thought it was a bunch of bunk, specifically because you had Rick Santelli, you remember him, all outraged about the people who bought more home than they can afford. Here was a movement rooted in resentment, but at the same time, there was at least some focus on the institutional players, the lenders and the securitizers who did so much to inflate and profit from the housing bubble. But the Tea Party's focus has shifted almost entirely. Now, the focus is usually government that's too big, too intrusive. Obama's a socialist, outrage! And the focus remains on the individual. You took out more of a loan than you could afford. You bought more house than you should have. It's all your fault. But on the biggest issues of the day, foreclosure gate, quantitative easing 2 coming up next week. Don't forget, on the high financial crimes, the Tea Party has been silent. And if the Tea Party is silent, that suggests they don't think this is that big of an issue. And if they don't think it's that big of an issue, they're probably not going to do anything about it. And so if the Tea Party wins big in the primaries, we can look forward to all sorts of drama. Maybe they'll go after Obama both personally and politically the way they did Bill Clinton in the 1990s. That'll be real productive at a time of national crisis, don't you think? But on the biggest issue of the day, we may be exchanging one party that doesn't really care for another party that cares even less. So vote change. Go ahead. Just don't expect that anything actually will.
Unemployment is up, foreclosures are higher, investment is down, lending is non-existent, bank profits are higher than they've ever been. Or excuse me, bank profits are down, but bank compensation is higher than it's ever been. Sarah Palin's made a few $10, $20 million manipulating the anger. But I don't know about you. I haven't heard Sarah Palin mention any resolution to property rights, the economic system, mortgage injustice, or the corrupt fraud that is the Federal Reserve, Fannie and Freddie. Have you? And that's